Hello, welcome back to Revender in Sports and another unboxing. I needed to replace a laser helmet that I crashed, cracked it, and it might be hard to show, but inside there, well, actually I can move the front part as well. So, had a crash. And had a slight concussion from it. And basically I was in a turn on a country road, and there was a dirt strip like right in the center of the lane. So it was only one way, or the road was narrow enough that it was only like one car at a time could go in either the up or the down direction. I was going down it, and as I made the turn, I saw this dirt strip in the center of basically the perfect race line. And as I came across it, I had to either bunny hop it or slow down or something. And I bunny hopped the center of it, but then that put me too close to the edge of the other side of the road, and there was loose gravel there too. And so I kind of held the bike upright, and at the very last second, my head, this side of my head, boom, right into basically a rock that was jutting out of the side of the cliff. I mean, there was nothing else there but a bunch of dirt and some shrubs, but I ended up hitting the rock anyway. But that was that. So you came because I titled the video the unboxing of the Met Trenta, which just means 30. And basically it was a celebration of their 30 years of making high quality helmets. And this is in white, they call this. And now on this side, you can see the MIPS logo. There's the front end again. And then let's get a top view. So it looks like there's a vent there, and so on and so forth. All right, and then we'll show the back again. So I needed to replace my white helmet. And I did a previous video on the kinetic core, which is what lasers moved over. It's kind of like a crumple zone, like a crush zone that you have in automobiles. And they don't do MIPS. Cask is another brand that doesn't do MIPS, and so on and so forth. And you have to pay a licensing fee for the technology. So now this is the inside of the helmet. And you can see the yellow extra stuff in there. Now this allows, I think they said like 10 to 15 millimeters of, let me see what it says, 10 to 15 millimeters in any direction. So MIPS is a multi-impact positioning system, something like that. Basically what it says is when you hit the ground, you don't always just hit the ground once, right? So the initial impact is no argument there, but what ends up happening is sometimes you hit a second time and you want the helmet to kind of absorb some of that and rotate with your head inside so that you have more protection for your little brain. And that's what they call it. MIPS brain protection system. So they come straight out and tell you it's to protect your brain. Now, I tried this helmet on. Actually, I should say, I purchased the item with my own funds. This is not a sponsored ad. And sight unseen, I just liked the look of it. Had MIPS. You know, any helmet sold in the U.S. is going to pass the safety standards. and it's sold through one of my reputable distributors, so I know it passes all the US standards. But what I really liked was the retention basket inside here. So when I put the helmet on and just do a little cinching, this helmet just fits really, really well. And I've gone through this in other videos, other unboxing videos of helmets. You want to put the helmet on, cinch it down so it's comfortable. You don't want it super tight, but you should be able to move your head around and the helmet should stay in place, pretty much like I just did, right? The chin strap is basically there for when you crash and you're bouncing around different places down the road, and so your helmet could come off of your head and the chin strap will keep it in place. But the helmet should be secure without the chin strap on, and it shouldn't move and flop around. So whenever you try on a helmet in a bike shop, yeah, you may look like a dork doing what I just did, but that's how you know how securely the helmet is fitting your head. We all have different shapes to our heads. Some maybe a little rounder, maybe a little more egg-shaped. So we all have different shapes to our head. So that retention basket in this helmet, what I like about it is it comes in like this. So I think it will kind of articulate to the shape of your head. A lot of helmets, low-end helmets in particular, they just push the back of your head towards the front of your head and try to squeeze it this way in just two directions, as opposed to the circumference of your head. It just kind of pushes from one to the other. So anyway, so far so good. I've been wearing my Abus Game Changer helmet more and more this winter and during my brevets because, well, why not get a narrowed advantage if I'm already having to wear a helmet, right? It's not anything different that I have to do. I have to wear a helmet anyway, so I might as well wear an aero helmet. But our weather is heating up quite a bit these days. It's gone up about 10 degrees or so. I know that this is July 12th of 2023, so I know the South is going through a significant heat wave as well, the southern part of the U.S. For us here, coastal areas, 80 plus is hot because that means when we leave the coast and we ride 10 to 15 miles inland, it's 90 plus. And you go a little bit further inland again, which is east for us, it'll be 100 plus. So yes, this is considered hot for us because if we leave the coastal areas by a few miles, the temperature rises 10, 15, 20 degrees quick. So if you're a century rider or you like to be out 6-7 hours, morning temps of 60 degrees, you could be riding in 100-degree temperature depending on where you're riding in San Diego area. Okay, so anyway, that's the Trenta from Met. And maybe now that I don't have a ponytail and my hair pulled back, maybe I'll get a tuft of hair sticking out of my helmet like Tadej Pogacar does on his. He's always got a tuft of hair sticking out of his helmet. I guess that's his trademark. There's plenty of little caricature cartoons of him like that. But I'm excited to try this helmet probably this weekend. It's going to be hot. And I just really like how securely it fits around my head with that retention that goes around. And, it's ventilated compared to, if you look at both of these helmets side by side, this only has like pretty much a front vent here and a little bit there, but this is a lot more ventilated. I wonder what that scoop's going to do, but there's plenty of flow through the back, so I'm hoping it's more than adequate. I've got other helmets, but I just wanted something new, something different, and to replace my laser. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your time and your attention. My question for you is, does anyone own a Met Trenta helmet or any of their other products in their line? And what are your feelings of the retention basket? Question number 2, how many of you will not buy a helmet if it does not have a MIPS protection system incorporated into the helmet? Question number 3, how many of you do not care about MIPS in your helmet? I'll take it or I leave it. It's not a priority for me. It's not a purchasing criteria for me. And I'm just curious what your thoughts are. So, do you own a Met? Do you only buy helmets with MIPS? And would you or do you care if it has MIPS or not? So, three questions on the table. Please let me know your thoughts and let's get the conversation going. Please like and subscribe. Please hit that notification bell. I'm still seeing 95% of the folks watching my videos are still unsubscribed. We would have a huge channel together if people would subscribe. Okay, please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.